Gus Smyrnios was one of Floribamashore's favorite cast members in its earlier seasons. But this time, when the reality show returned for its 4th season, things took a turn for the worst. The cast were filming during COVID in a Montana house together, with little to no things to do besides drinking every day. And Gus seemed very different from the person that was shown in previous seasons. From explosive fights to him actually running away from the house, let's take a look at his worst moments in season 4. Stealing the hairdryer and running away. On one of the days in the house, the popular cast member known as Candace Rice noticed her hairdryer was missing from her bathroom. She was looking around for it and asking different cast members when she found it in the guys' bathroom on the floor. Candace then went downstairs and approached Gus about the hairdryer, and he immediately blew up on her. He was giving her a lot of attitude and saying she should have asked him because he had the most hair in the house and it wasn't his fault. They were arguing back and forth, then she ended it by telling him to leave her alone. After this, Gus was complaining and playing the victim to other cast members, known as Kodai and Kirk. They weren't agreeing with him, so he threw a temper tantrum, tried to knock over a chair, and started running away from the house and the producers. Gus was only wearing a back thong and shorts in freezing weather, and nobody could find him. He ditched his mic on the side of the road, and that's what sparked a huge search party for him. He was found later on that night and put into quarantine, but some fans were really upset about the situation, saying that he was a drama queen and he wasted multiple episodes of the show on this.
I'm not playing these games with y'all.
I hope he's not mad at us. Do you guys want me to follow him or what?
Well, yeah, he's sprinting.
Blowing up at Nielsen while she was pregnant. Nielsen has always been one of the favorite members of the show. She's always been wild and crazy, and this season she shocked viewers by saying she was pregnant. Nielsen and Gus in earlier seasons had a bit of a romance going on, but it seemed to end for good in season 3 when Nielsen told him that she just wanted to stay friends. Gus came into the house season 3 with a girlfriend named Lisa, and viewers watched as that relationship fell apart. The couple was constantly fighting over jealousy, and prior to that, Nielsen had made a statement that Gus was in bed with her as he was dating Lisa. This season, Gus exploded on Nielsen in an ice skating rink about how she never apologized for breaking up his relationship, even though she said she did. Considering Nielsen was pregnant and Gus was aware of this at the time, the way he was screaming at her was very suspect. He even spiked a fight between 2 other cast members, Amy and Kirk, because of this. Fans were not pleased.
Defensive when I say.
I wasn't being defensive, though.
I'm about to.
This is psychotic.
I'm about to lose my goddamn mind. This dude.
Physically attacking Jeremiah. Jeremiah and Gus were once great friends on the show, but in season 3, that friendship came crashing down due to a fight between Gus and a man Nielsen brought back to the house. Gus claimed that Jeremiah was taking the other guy's side, and that resulted in them 2 fighting. The fight lasted for most of the season, but they seemed to be on better terms when it ended. Once filming was done for season 3, Gus posted on social media that Jeremiah and his brothers had kicked him out of the home that they were sharing. They supposedly packed up his stuff, and he said he had nowhere to go. Jeremiah claims Gus turned the other castmates against him by feeding them lies, and that Gus wasn't paying rent for months, and that's why he had to kick him out. In season 4, tensions were high between the 2. They seemed to apologize to each other and make up in one episode, but soon after, there was an altercation. The cast was playing a drinking game, and the topic of Jeremiah being entitled came up. Jeremiah didn't like this and called Gus the entitled one, and this set Gus off. He lunged at Jeremiah, physically attacking him and scratching his neck all over. This was the end of their friendship, as Jeremiah had distanced himself from Gus after this moment. Jeremiah has gained many fans this season with how he handled himself in the house. Fans say that he's matured, unlike Gus.
You act like you ain't done a goddamn thing in this house never once in your life.
Oh, God.
I fear no man. I fear God. If you want to do this, Gus, let's do this. Come on.
Sit down, fool. Call me a fool again, bitch. Call me a.
Sleeping with Amy's cousin. Amy Hall, also known as the Princess Goddess Mermaid of the house, has been a good friend of Gus throughout the years. She brought her cousin Allie in for part of the season to party with the cast. Gus immediately was drawn to Allie as she got into the house and wanted to hook up with her. Amy took Gus aside earlier and told him that they could cuddle, but he wasn't allowed to sleep with her. Gus agreed to this, but later on slept with her anyways. He told Amy that he had crossed his fingers when he promised her, and she was very upset. He even went on to say that he cared more about Allie than he did Amy, who has been a friend of his for years. Once again, Gus painted himself in a very bad light and fans were not impressed.
The D.
You lied to me. You promised me you wouldn't do that.
Damn.
You promised on your life. I'm hurt with Gus right now because you made a promise to me. Like, you literally put that on your life.
Do you guys agree with how Gus acted in these moments? Are you a Gus fan? Do you think he'll redeem himself in future seasons? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.